Good morning, everybody. It is your friendly neighborhood Clundy here, and we're back playing Drops of Death. We're gonna finish it out. I have tea, and it's actually morning this time. It's more getting closer to afternoon when recording this, so I shouldn't have any more dyslexia mishaps. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's already happening. It's already happening. It's okay. So, we're on Wednesday. Yes. Alright. It's been over 24 hours and they still haven't found the culprit. This is gonna be a week thing. I just know it. Still, there haven't been any more murders since then. Maybe this isn't a serial killer. Maybe the culprit had a specific grudge against someone at the pool that day. Maybe you. Maybe I was only caught up in this by chance after all. Maybe the culprit doesn't see me as a threat. Maybe I'll be fine. Maybe. Oh, he's back. Ugh. I don't see how you survived accounting. It's not that bad once you sit down and work through it. Don't we have software that can do all this stuff? You still should understand the basic principles. Yeah, no thanks. I'd rather just let the computer handle it. Alright, you'd be one of those fucking AI tech bros who's like, machines can think for us. Be glad you don't have to take any programming classes. You drop out after the first day. Not a chance! He pouts and takes a bite from his spring roll. Spring rolls sound good right now. I'll get it done, even if it's a waste of time. As long as it gets done in the end, I suppose it doesn't matter if you complain about it the entire time.
Are you okay?
So, how are things? I make a non-committal noise and take a bite of my own roll. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just don't go out at night and try to avoid being alone as much as possible. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I'm sorry. I think you're the killer. That's easy to say, but it's a lot harder in practice. It's not like I can call someone up whenever I want to step out of the apartment for a minute. Why not? Are you kidding? Once or twice might be fine, but eventually I'd just be a pest. Although, personally, I'm hoping this all gets resolved before it comes to that. I don't relish living the rest of my life this way.
I'll protect you no matter what.
I wouldn't mind. Trust me, eventually I'd start getting on your nerves. Or are you thrilled by the idea of me calling you up for a trip to the gym? You know, I was saying to myself just the other day that I should get back to working out. Since when have you worked out? Calling you a weak ass. I used to go to the gym at least once a week, thank you. Really? I had no idea. Well, I'd rather use the tiny gym at my apartment for now anyway. After what happened at the recreation center, I don't think I can handle going to a big gym again, at least not for a while.
Yeah.
I stab a fork full of salad and have it partway to my mouth when a group of campus and city police enter the dining hall. Even with students milling about, they stand out. One or two campus officers walking around is normal enough. Sometimes they'll even have dogs, just taking them out for a walk around campus. Okay. It's less typical to see the city police here, though, and they walk with purpose. My heart leaps. Did they find the killer and are coming to tell me? Even as the possibility crosses my mind, my stomach twists. Singh probably would have called me if there was a breakthrough, and it wouldn't take this many officers to break the news. Did something else happen? The officers wave their way past security. Cafeteria. See, it's already happened. Wave their way past cafeteria tables until it's clear they're headed straight for ours. I look up with mingled hope, dread, and confusion. They stop by our table. Are you Edwin Anderson? What? Yes, what do you need? We have a few questions to ask you in regards to the deaths of 4 students Sunday night. Will you come with us? Yeah, get his ass! Get him! Hold on, what's this all about?
What are you doing?
Are you running checks on all her friends? We just have a few questions to ask for you, Mr. Anderson. Please come with us to the precinct. We'll also need you to hand over your knife.
Huh?
Knife? Edwin owns a knife? I don't bring a knife to my classes. You can search me if my word isn't good enough. The cat has entered the room. Get! Because he'll bother me. He'll do it on purpose. That won't be necessary, as long as you cooperate.
Whatever.
Fine. Edwin, don't worry, this won't take long. I'll answer whatever questions they have and they'll realize I'm not involved. I don't believe that! My heart thumps in my ears. The world is spinning. I can't believe the police want to question Edwin, and they're treating him like a potential suspect, no less. I'm coming with you. No, just don't do that. You can't accompany him into the interrogation room. I know. I'll wait in the lobby. Adrian. You'll get this all cleared up, and then we can walk back to campus together, alright?
Thanks.
Thanks, I appreciate it. The officers look at one another and shrug. Fine. As soon as we reach the station, the officers escort Edwin into the interrogation room. The lobby is much more crowded than it was on my previous visits. I never considered a police station to be a public place until now. I always thought I'd go my whole life without ever entering one. Numb, I sit down and watch people come and go. They said Edwin has a knife. I'm guessing they didn't mean a kitchen knife. Did they connect his knife to the crime somehow? Would that even be possible to trace back to him? This can't be happening. Once again, I feel like I'm in a nightmare.
Hey there!
Hey, Fawn. Hello. Fawn's voice makes me jump. Despite already startling me, she slides my way as if trying to be covert. At this rate, we'll have to get you your own desk. I've been here 3 times. Relax. I'd rather not become such a frequent guest here. Hey, it could lead to good things. There was this one murder case in the summer of '89 in New Hampshire where a man's death led to his wife learning he was cheating on her. Go on.
What are you talking about?
2 different reactions. Go on. Right now, this doesn't sound like proof that frequent visits to the police station could lead to good things, but I'm curious about where Fawn is going with this. Learning that meant she could move on without regrets. She bonded with her neighbor over it, and they got married. And what does that have to do with me? The point is, you never know what might happen. This whole terrible incident could lead to you forging stronger bonds than ever before. This is a romance. A lot of the cases I've looked at have had some interesting turns. Reality really is stranger than fiction. So they say. I sigh and shake my head.
I can't believe this.
Right now, I wish this particular case would stop being so interesting. They've hauled in one of my friends for questioning. Really? You didn't know?
Nah.
Nope. That explains what got Nick so worked up, though. He got a report back from the lab and then started making phone calls. I figured it might be the big breakthrough he's been looking for. I sure hope not. Not that I don't want this case wrapped up as quickly as possible, but Edwin, I just don't believe it. I do! I believe it! Did they arrest him?
No.
I don't think so, just brought him in for questioning. Then I wouldn't worry too much yet, unless they have decisive Speech gods, please, I beseech you, give me like 5 to 15 minutes where I don't stumble over a word. Unless they have decisive evidence, there's still a lot of possibilities. I clear my throat and search for a way to change the subject. You cover a lot of different unsolved crimes on your blog, right? Got any interesting, non-murder ones you'd like to share? Oh, there are so many! You should really check out my blog, you know. How can I even pick one to share when they're all so fascinating? Can you just tell me one? I'm in a crisis. Just tell me one, and then I'll go look it up. How about that? Cool! There's a flash flood warning. In this area? Why not? Let's just add some stuff to the damn list. Where was I? Like the one about the man who bled to death in a locked hotel room after making a series of strange phone calls. Or a hiking group that ran away from their tent in the middle of winter and froze to death. That sounds like drugs. That second one sounds like drugs. Or it could just be a psychotic break. I don't know. Or it was a suicide pact. I feel like there's a couple, and yes, it's unsolved. We don't know why they did it. But like, I feel like there's a couple paths we could take. The first one? How? No, see, now you got me thinking about it. I want to know about these cases. Forget my own. I want to know about these. And, of course, there aren't all morbid. Like the guy who hijacked a plane and asked for millions before parachuting out and they never found him. Wasn't that recently solved? Or am I making that up? Again? Let's hope I can finish this recording and not die. I've actually heard of that one. Big mysteries like that have been studied extensively. That's why I like to focus on ones closer to home. There's no shortage of unsolved cases either. How can a crime just go unsolved?
Theoretically.
It depends. If there's enough evidence to solve it and it still doesn't get solved, then it's usually the result of police incompetence. Should a junior detective really say things like this? Yes, I need them to be aware that they're stupid. Hold on, I'm getting people texting me about the flood warnings now.
5 minutes later.
If you hear buzzing, that's my phone. I'm getting messages. I'm staying in contact with my family members who are not close by but in the same state who also got the flood warning. So, you know. So I was saying, I feel like detectives should be aware of like past crimes and how cases go unsolved because of police incompetence. You absolutely should be aware of that. For sure. You should be aware of that. You know, crime scenes getting contaminated, investigators not talking to all the witnesses, evidence getting lost. She shakes her head. But don't worry. Our county's clearance rate, meaning the rate that crimes are marked as solved, is higher than average. Your case also has a bit of media attention, so that will help. Thanks. Let's just hope this isn't one of those cases where there isn't enough evidence then. A group of officers emerge from the hallway to the interrogation room, and I lift my head, but Edwin isn't with them. However, Natasha is. Fawn follows my gaze. That girl was a swimmer on the same team as the victims, but she left a month ago. There are rumors that they didn't leave on entirely good terms. Her motivation does not make sense to go out of her way to kill teammates that are still on the team when she went solo. It would be the reverse. It doesn't make sense unless there's more evidence we don't have or there's another situation we don't know. That is not a good motivation for her to have gone out and killed someone. She was going solo, which means she was better. I'm just saying. Yeah, I did a little research myself. Be careful around her, just in case. Ah, she's fine. Natasha's already walking out the door. I'd sure like to talk to her again, but I did tell Edwin I'd wait for him. I was hoping to ask Singh for updates on the case, too. No, go after Natasha. I want to go talk to Natasha. I don't like Edwin. I don't. Sorry, I need to go. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Yes. We're both victims here. I need to talk to her. If Edwin finishes before I get back, tell him something came up. Okay. I hope he takes offense to that. He might not even be the killer, and I'm just being hateful for no reason. And I'll do it again. I run out of the police department after Natasha. Where is she? I look around, but there's too many people walking for me to get a clear view. I wait for a break in the traffic and then race across to the other side of the street where I can see further down the sidewalk in each direction. A glimpse of purple makes me take a closer look, and sure enough, it's her coat. She's sitting at the bus stop, looking at her phone. I sprint over to her, catching my breath as I get closer. Here's hoping she doesn't think I'm stalking her. Come to think of it, I might come across as awfully suspicious as someone in her position. But it's too late. I'm already here. She lifts her head, her wary gaze lands on me.
Oh?
Yes? I'm sorry. The words come out before I'm even fully aware of what I'm going to say. There are so many things I want to say to her, but somehow that's what comes out instead. I know they were your friends at one point, and you're grieving. I keep thinking we're in the same position, but it's not like that at all. I didn't even know the victim, so I don't really know what you're going through. I know I shouldn't keep popping up like this to chat, so I'm sorry for your loss. I spin around to make a hasty retreat, but Natasha reaches out and catches my arm before I can. It's fine. Huh? I turn to face her again. She looks startled, but not as wary as before.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
No problem, Natasha. What? I get it, you know? You're looking for someone who understands what you're going through. Even if it's not the same, it's still nice to have someone who... Well, she sighs. Most people act like I'm a suspect. Either that or they're friends who just try to brush the whole thing under the rug and forget about it.
Yeah.
So if you need someone to talk to, I don't actually mind. I gape at Natasha. Just when I finally realized I've been bothering her, she decides to extend a hand to me in return. I smile back, gratified by her understanding.
Thank you.
Thanks. The same goes for you.
Thanks. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Even though the sun is out, the wind is fierce. It's already getting pretty cold. Would you... Do you want to get coffee or something? Maybe hot chocolate? Oh, hot chocolate sounds so good right now.
Sorry.
Sorry, but I have to get back to class. Maybe another time. Sure, no problem.
Talk to you later.
Actually, I should be getting back myself. To the police station, that is. I turn and walk away with a lighter step than before. Yes! Yes! Look, there's only two people I'm going for at this point. It's either Sing or it's Natasha. Those are my two! When I get back to the lobby, Fawn is nowhere in sight. However, I hear her voice coming from down the hall along with someone else's. Is she talking to Detective Sing? I glance around. No one is paying much attention to me. I move closer to the hall and strain to hear what they're saying. Correct. The serrated blade is what helped us identify the type of knife used. It has a specific cut to it. And that meant you could expand the scope of your search for witnesses.
Exactly.
Are they talking about the murder weapon? Serrated, so the killer used a knife with a jagged edge. Why do you keep taking your jacket off? Did you take your jacket off, or you just... Wait a minute. They think Edwin owns a knife like that? Is that what this is all about? The murder weapon hasn't been confirmed to belong to Edwin Anderson, though. True. Multiple witnesses have testified to seeing him in possession of a decorative knife with a serrated edge that matches the description of the murder weapon, but we have yet to find the murder weapon itself. My stomach swoops and I feel as though the floor is falling away from under me. Multiple witnesses? No way. Why? Do you have a theory?
Yep.
Yes, there's something I want to look into. I should have all the information I need now. Thanks, Nick. If you have a breakthrough, do let the rest of us know. Fawn's footsteps carry her further down the hallway, and a moment later I hear Sing approaching. I return to my seat, thoughts in a blur from what I just overheard. A moment later, Sing emerges from the lobby and his gaze lands on me. Adrian? You know you don't have to come by here every day, right? I can't even tell if he means that as a joke or if he honestly thinks I need to have that explained to me. I'm waiting for someone. He furrows his brow, then the confusion clears from his face. Oh, right. The officers did mention something about you coming with the detainee. He's your classmate, right? Yes. Just a classmate, or... Just a classmate. Fuck that guy! Just a classmate.
That's fair.
Oh, I see. His expression is unreadable, but a hint of frustration in his voice suggests he was hoping to learn something else from this conversation. Detective Singh, what is going on? Are there really witnesses who claim Edwin owns a knife that matches the murder weapon? He raises his eyebrows. Eavesdropping on police business, are you? Sorry, I heard you and Fawn talking, and I shake my head. I can't believe what I heard, though. So, you don't know about your friend's knife? No, the first I heard of it was today when the officers mentioned it. I suppose it wouldn't come up in casual conversation. Most people don't sit around discussing their weaponry. I do! Okay, but I also do stunt work. I have 2 swords. One of which I actually can use for fights and have used for fights. There's a video of me fighting out there in the world. Go check out Sword Fights Inc. I'll say. Now, I have a few more questions for you. About Edwin. Yes. How long have you known him? I guess it's been about 3 years now. We started talking as freshmen and eventually became friends. Now we hang out pretty regularly. What kind of activities does he do? Any sports, clubs? He sometimes goes to parties or takes trips with his fraternity. I don't think he does anything sports related, although he mentioned that he used to go to the gym. Do you know where he was the night of the murders? All of these sound like questions he should have asked Edwin, not me. Unless he's trying to match up our answers. That's exactly what he's trying to do. I don't know. His fraternity members might be able to tell you. Do you know any of them?
No.
Not personally.
That's fair.
That's fine. And don't worry, we'll release him soon. He's not the only suspect, just one who has a bit more attention on him now. Is there anything else I can help with? Eager to get your friend cleared? Well, yes, but I'm also just worried. It feels like it's taking us forever to close this. Well, yes! Is that normal? Shouldn't you have more leads by now? He rubs his forehead. This would be a lot easier to explain in the crime lab than out here in the lobby. If you don't mind hearing descriptions of the crime scene, that is. The way he says that makes me think this conversation won't be pleasant no matter where we have it.
There.
Oh good, you're back. Fawn pops up so suddenly I nearly jump out of my skin. Nick, what are you doing here? Just going over a few case details with Adrian. Perfect. Is it? I think I've had the breakthrough you were hoping for. Oh. There are rumors that a certain fraternity on campus gives its new inductees a gift to honor them for being selected for such a prestigious group. That gift happens to be a commemorative knife with the serrated blade.
Huh?
What?
This is just a theory, but...
Of course, it's all just rumors. You aren't officially allowed to have weapons like this on campus, so it has to be kept hush-hush. But it makes you think, doesn't it? If Edwin has that knife because of his fraternity, then every member is a suspect. It's not such damning evidence for him after all. Don't smile. I think he did it. I'd already begun investigating such angles, but it seems we'll need to look into the fraternity in more detail. Thank you, Fawn. She shrugs. Just doing my job. Of course, if you really wanted to thank me, you'd hang out with me somewhere other than the police station. She said, be my friend! This isn't exactly the best atmosphere for making friends, you know. I laugh. She has a point. I'm about to head out for the day, so... Singh clears his throat. Adrian, if you'd like to visit the lab, I need to know now. No. I'm less suspicious of Fawn now. Still suspicious, because I still don't think a true crime blog and vlogger should also be a junior detective. It just doesn't click in my mind. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work. But I'm less wary of her. I'm still not interested in her. Sing! The thought of hearing about the crime scene makes me feel queasy, but if it could help bring an end to this, I can't refuse. I need to know more information. Sorry, Fawn, but Detective Singh wants to explain something to me at the lab. Oh, don't let me get in the way of this high-stakes detective talk. She winks and Singh rolls his eyes. Follow me, Adrian. Right. Ba, 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 ba. My bad feeling worsens when we get to the lab and Singh pulls up a display of numerous photographs for the crime scene, along with data from tests they conducted.
Fortunately.
There are no security cameras in the locker room or the adjoining room, so we can't say for sure when the culprit went there. If it's not a changing room for the adjoining room to the locker room, I feel like we should have a camera. Only because you should not have cameras in the locker room because people change and that's an invasion of privacy. Right? Don't we all agree on that? I agree on that. However, the security camera in the lobby showed the figure was covered from head to toe, so immediately I just walked past. We believe they were also wearing gloves. I told you they were wearing gloves. So what do you mean I believe they were wearing gloves? I told you they were wearing gloves. However, there were over 10 stab wounds total across all 4 victims. Stabbing someone involves a violent thrusting motion that typically causes the assailant's hand to slip forward, often leading to them cutting themselves on the blade. Additionally, the first victim had defensive wounds that suggest he fought back. Right, it was a guy first. However, there were no traces of blood from a fifth person.
Unfortunately.
That sucks. We couldn't find any other unidentified DNA at the scene either, although most people here won't have a criminal record and therefore are unlikely to be in the DNA index system. It sounds like the culprit planned carefully. Yes, they were intent on hiding their identity. Now you understand why it's taking so long. Yes. Not that I feel any better about it.
I apologize.
I'm sorry for unloading all of that on you. You probably don't like hearing about stuff like that. I do! I do! I do! I understand, like, you are in it, so, like, you may not like hearing this. I like hearing this. And because I like hearing it, and I'm not you actually in this situation, we need to go find more information. I need to know. Let me make it up to you. Let's see. You like coffee, right? Ooh, are you asking me out on a date? I'll make it up to you with coffee. Or hot chocolate, whichever you prefer. I'm a bit busy today, but I could do it tomorrow. That sounds lovely. After hearing all this, I certainly need something. Maybe around 10?
Yeah.
Sure, that works for me.
Talk to you soon.
Great, I'll see you then. After talking to each other for a few more minutes, Singh escorts me out of the lab and back into the lobby so I can wait for Edwin. Thankfully, it doesn't too much longer. See, okay, that's not me. That's It doesn't too much longer for Edwin to finally be released from questioning. I wonder if Singh had something to do with it. Regardless, though, it seems all the time in that tiny room has taken a toll on Edwin. Not that I can blame him. Why are you glaring at me? I felt like sitting on pins and needles, and I was only sitting out here waiting for him. I can only imagine how grueling it was to be the one actually questioned. Edwin, come on, let's get out of here. We leave the police station in silence. Edwin appears to be lost in thought. What can I even say to him right now? As I'm searching for a way to break the silence, he breaks it first.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. When you said you'd go with me, I didn't think it would take that long. You missed class because of me. Man, fuck class. We want to go to class and think about how the killer could break into the classroom, come directly for me, or slaughter everyone to get to me? Again? We want to do that again? No. It's fine. I'm sure I didn't miss anything crucial. Sure. Our walk continues in silence as we get closer to the streets that lead to campus. This late in the day, it hardly seems worth it to go back, but if I say that out loud, Edwin might feel even worse than he does already. Did he ask you anything? The sudden question takes me by surprise, coming out of nowhere like that. It's not clear what he's talking about. I give him a puzzled look.
Huh?
Who? His jaw clenches. That detective, Singh. He was talking to you, wasn't he? Oh, yeah. He did ask me a few questions. About what? Everything, really. You, the fraternity, anything he thought could help the case, I guess. Edwin snorts. You mean anything that might help him pin this on me? Motherfucker, you killed those people. You killed those people. You are my #1 suspect. You killed those people. You have access to a serrated knife. The murder weapon. And I know a ton of your fraternity members also do. You killed those people. I don't know why, but you did it. I don't even care if I'm wrong. I do not care. I will stand firm that he did it. Now that's not fair. I know the police gave you a hard time today, but I don't think Detective Singh wants to pin the case on anyone. He wants to find the true culprit as much as we do. You think he's a great guy, huh? You are a little too obsessive. I don't like this. From the few times we've talked, yes? He's pissing me off. And here I thought you were a good judge of character. Did he do something to make you dislike him? Besides acting like I'm a murderer and giving me the 3rd degree? Let's see. There's also the fact that he has no personality. The guy could be carved out of stone for all the emotion he shows. What does that have to do with anything? Oh my god.
Seriously?
Come on, he's not that bad. He might seem a bit standoffish at first, but he's always been polite enough to me. He even offered... I stopped myself, but it's too late. Offered? What did he offer? I rubbed the back of my neck. To take me to get coffee tomorrow morning?
Wait, what?
He what? There's nothing wrong with inviting someone out for coffee. Let me guess. You said yes, didn't you? God damn it, I hate this guy. Yes, I did. Well, things certainly are progressing, aren't they? First you were working together for the sake of the investigation, and now you're going on a coffee date. He emphasizes the word date, which makes heat rush to my cheeks. I shake my head. Singh gave no indication he was thinking anything of the kind when he invited me. Don't make more out of this than it is. He just wanted to do something nice after he told me some of the gruesome aspects of the case. So he creeped you out with murder details, and you still agreed to go out for coffee with him. I can't stand you. You get on my fucking nerves. He's a homicide detective. It's not like he can ignore the unpleasant parts of the case. Besides, he didn't spring it on me out of nowhere. I wanted to learn more to have a better understanding of what happened.
I don't know.
I don't know. If you ask me, there's something creepy about that guy. There's something creepy about you! I overheard some rumors about him while I was waiting to be questioned. No one knows much about him, and he keeps to himself. People at the station think he's strange. Some people are just private. You, on the other hand, have way too much possession over me, and I don't like that. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go! Release me! That doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
Be careful.
Just be careful around him. If I were you, I'd cancel the date. Okay, well, you're not me, and you're not invited. I'm not going to avoid meeting up with someone for coffee just because you overheard his colleagues gossiping about him.
Whatever.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I will! Have fun tomorrow. His voice is colder than the chilly winter air around us. I rub the back of my neck. Thanks. Don't thank him. This is not your friend. Stop hanging out with him. It's late. We should probably go home. Right. Could this get any more awkward? Edwin hails a cab for us, but we don't talk much during the ride. When we reach my apartment, even our goodbye is strained and stilted. Everything's rearranged! Inside, I settle down on the couch and turn on the TV. More for background noise than to actually watch anything. I'll have to do my homework and catch up on the classes I missed, but right now I want to relax. I hope Edwin doesn't continue to make a big deal out of me talking to Singh. I can't ignore the lead detective on the case. I have to talk to him for the sake of the investigation. Besides that, he's not bad company. More importantly, there's no reason he and Edwin should be enemies. My phone rings and I glance at it. I don't recognize the number. Answer it, answer it, answer it, answer it.
Answer it.
I should answer in case it's someone from the police department. No the fuck, no way. No way.
Hello?
You don't have to do the creepy breathing. If you're a killer and you want to intimidate someone, just don't breathe. Don't breathe heavy. That's creepy. And I know you're trying to be creepy. Don't breathe. Cause it's such a trope. It's so cliche. Just sit there. Just sit there on the other end. Let the silence speak for itself. Silence speaks more than action. Remember that. The hang up. Wrong number? I stare at the phone for a moment and then dial the number that was displayed. The number you have dialed cannot be reached at this time. Great, just perfect. I toss my phone to the other side of the couch and lean back with a groan. It's probably nothing to worry about. On a regular day, I wouldn't even give it a second thought. Now I can't get it out of my head. You really should keep that in mind. That was a threat. They did call my cell phone, so they can't be checking to see if I'm home. All the same, something about it feels unsettling. I need you to get some, survival skills under your belt. This is concerning. Like, the call was meant to get under my skin. It was. Whoever the killer is, they're still after me, aren't they? Yes! I should probably report this. Call him. I grabbed my phone and dialed the number Singh gave me to contact him at if anything happened. After a few rings, he answers.
Hello?
This is Adrian.
Is everything alright?
No! His voice sharpens.
Is everything alright?
You've asked that already. Did something happen? A few minutes ago, I got a strange phone call. It's probably nothing, but I thought I should report it just in case. I explained what happened and gave Sing as much information as I can. Alright, I'll see if we can trace the number.
Thank you.
Thank you! We should still have someone patrolling outside your apartment building. Yes, I saw the car when I arrived. Good. Nothing will happen to you. We got 2 more days! Maybe! We might go into the weekend, I don't know. Thank you again. After I end the call, I look at my phone for a minute. That sounded almost like reassurance at the end. While he might be businesslike, it seems Sing does have a heart after all. No shit, he has a heart! Tomorrow is a new day. Oddly enough, I find myself looking forward to what it will bring. Thursday! 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 God, I love tea. Yay! Coffee date! In the morning, I get in touch with Sing, and he lets me know where to meet him. The coffee shop isn't one I've heard a lot about on campus. The customers inside look like a mishmash of hipsters, grad students, and young parents. Oh, that felt good. Sometimes you just gotta crack your neck, you know? Bit of an odd crowd for a cop, but then again, he might have picked it hoping I would like it. I find an empty table... Empty? Empty! I find an empty table and sit down to wait. Well, he's not here, right? So look at the menu. I pick up the menu and raise my eyebrows. What is this, the medieval fantasy cafe? What's on it? Instead of decaf, they have dragon's grinds. What is that? Their lattes are described as fairy dust. If not for little explanatory notes alongside each item, I wouldn't know what half the items on the menu are supposed to be. What does it taste like? Which one's vanilla? Is Detective Sing actually a geek? The mental image of Sing sitting down to play a tabletop game or read an epic fantasy novel makes me cover my mouth as I fight laughter.
Sorry I'm late. I got stuck in traffic.
No worries. You're dressed in this. I thought you would change clothes. Darn. As if on cue, the man in question arrives. He sits down across from me and quirks one eyebrow.
You certainly seem amused.
Yes, read the menu. Still fighting laughter, I wave my hand at the menu.
Sorry. I wasn't expecting the theme naming.
The food is good.
Did I embarrass him? That's actually kind of cute. Have you ordered yet?
No.
Not yet. If we're ready, I am too.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go. We walk up to the counter together. I'll have a latte, please. 1 fairy dust coming right up. Right, fantasy names. And you, sir? Arcane secrets and a buried treasure, please. What the fuck is buried treasure? Did he really just say that with a straight face? You can? It's a themed restaurant or cafe, whatever. Indulge in them just a little bit. It's themed. It's fun. Have fun. Damn it. I'm still marveling over the exchange as we sit down. How has your morning been so far? Good. Has anything else happened? Nothing since we last spoke, thank goodness. How has your morning been? Something tells me he didn't get to sleep in like I did. Busy. There was a traffic accident on Taylor Road around 7 a.m. that caused some problems for the buses. Since I live down there, I had to stop by even though it's not my usual sort of work. You're mainly a homicide detective, right?
Unfortunately.
Right, although in an area without a lot of homicide, my job extends to cover a bunch of other things. Mostly paperwork. This town isn't exactly teeming with crimes that require a detailed analysis. Huh? You sound almost disappointed by that. Oh, it's great for the area, don't get me wrong. But I spend most of my days checking for hit and runs, robberies, public disturbances, and underage drinking. I can't help but feel like my talents are being wasted here. It does seem pretty peaceful around here. Or at least it did before the incident. Right. Our orders are ready, so we head back to the counter to get them. His turns out to be some sort of peppermint macchiato with a bagel. Once we sit back down, Sing looks at me. Should I take your comment to mean you're not from around here either? I grew up about an hour away. What about you? A little further than that, though not by much. 3 hours, give or take. I went out of state to get my degree, though. It was recommended to me. I suppose it had its benefits, but it also had some downsides. Then again, it might have gone better if I had done better at socializing. That's never been my strong point. You seem to be doing alright today. Maybe. He's cute! So what made you decide to work here? I didn't. It was an assignment. He looks down at his coffee. If it's rough, let's change the subject. Nah, I'm nosy. Assignment? It's exactly how it sounds. I joined the force in my hometown, but I was told to come here. When you get an order like that, you listen. I see. He continues to avoid eye contact with me. This might be a touchy subject. Did you always want to be a cop? Detective.
Huh?
What? I always wanted to be a detective. I'd rather be investigating a case than doing paperwork or handling minor calls. When I was a kid, we were given a whodunit project to help us with critical thinking. Fitting all of the pieces together, searching through clues to find the answers, it was the sort of thing that really appealed to me. Me too. Unfortunately, I wanted to be a cop when I was young. No, I wanted to be a detective, an FBI agent. I thought being an FBI agent would be so cool. Absolutely not. No. No! But I like solving puzzles. I like puzzles! I like solving puzzles. I like solving crime. So, that will always be an interest for me. I'm just not going to go into the profession. Absolutely not. No. In the end, though, I'm just one piece in the criminal justice chain. And well, I won't be dramatically swooping in to take down the bad guy like I thought as a kid. And most of the time, I'm stuck doing paperwork. Sounds like that must have been rough to get used to. Yeah. I should thank you, though. At least this murder case gives me something interesting to do. Don't thank me for that! He winces. Sorry, bad joke. I shouldn't joke about things like that! It's fine. It's not, but it's funny, but it's not okay. Don't do that. And thank you again for the coffee. You're welcome. Now, I'd better keep my mouth shut before my bad sense of humor gets me owing you another cup. Then again, that wouldn't be so bad. Is he saying he enjoyed today? You have classes today, right? Do you want to ride to campus? Yes! Thank you! The coffee cup sleeve from my date was saying, I really like the D&D, etc., etc. As soon as we finish up, we head out to his car together. So if this draws any unwanted attention to you, I have a regular car for outings like this, but since I came straight from work, I didn't have a chance to go back for it. It's fine, I don't mind. When we reach campus, Singh stops the car near the sidewalk. Is this good? Yes, this will be fine. Thank you again for the coffee. I had a great time.
Talk to you soon.
Glad to hear it. I'll keep you updated if anything new happens with the case. Okay, now it's Natasha's turn! Coffee date with Natasha! I'm running a little later than usual, but I should be able to make it to class. I'd better head over to Willard for my first class. It's a decent walk from here, so I set off at a brisk speed. The brisk morning air makes me shiver, so I quicken my pace even a little more. Distracted, I nearly collide with someone and catch myself just in time. Oh, sorry. It's you. We stare at each other for a moment. She breaks the silence first. You know, for some reason, I feel like I know you better than I do. Sorry, that probably sounded weird. I mean that when I see you around, I feel like I should say something, even though we barely know each other. It's not weird. I feel the same way. You do? We're both involved in this case, after all. There aren't a whole lot of people who would know what we're going through. Yeah. She looks down at the ground. How are you holding up? As well as can be expected. You? Same. She looks up and gives me a pained smile.
I'll see you around.
I'd better get to class, but it was nice talking to you.
Bye.
You too. Bye, Natasha! We part ways and I look back over my shoulder after her. My nose is itchy. I know she's a